Hello, this is me, Queen here. I thought I would show you what I'm working on at the moment, my crafty project. I'm doing a little bit of felting here, and I'm making a picture. I did a practice piece, a small one, because I've never done felting before, so I just played around a little bit, put some colours on, and this is my practice. So now I think I'm ready to make a bigger picture. Now I've got a piece of mesh here, a wire mesh that I bought from the £1 shop for £1. I cut a piece off it. It was quite a lot bigger than this. So I've got my piece of mesh, and what I've done is I've woven a lot of brown and green strips through it. The squares are all 1 inch square, so I've cut the strips and woven it through. So it makes the piece I'm working on quite rigid. Didn't know what it was going to be when I first started, but now I'm leaning towards a section of a walled garden, because I think that looks a little bit like bricks, stone blocks. So I've added a few extra pieces on to mix up the different shades of the browns, and now I'm adding to the bottom, which will be the green, where the plants will grow up and the flowers will be all over the wall. So it's a section of a walled garden. Now it's a good opportunity to try this felting, and I've got this wool, so I've mixed up 3 different kinds of green, 3 different shades of green, put some across the bottom there, and what I'm also using is little pieces of wool that has been previously knitted and then unravelled, because it makes it nice and curly. Someone has very kindly donated this to me. It came in the post, and now I've got a use for it, so don't throw anything away. It will come in useful eventually. Now the felting needle, I'm using a single one actually, but they do come in, there it is, look, they do come in a little gadget. That's a single felting needle, so I'm using it just like this. Underneath I have just a piece of foam, so put the foam underneath where you're working, and it's dead easy actually. It's a bit like making a picture, but you don't get all the mess of paint. So all you do is you lay your pieces on and you poke, just like that. Keep poking it through. It's got little barbs on that needle, very sharp. I've stuck it in my fingers a few times, and you push it through, and the barbs push the wool through, but they don't pull it out again. Clever, eh? So I'm just playing around with this actually, I'm quite enjoying it. There is a gadget here which you can put I think up to about 5, 6, 7 needles into it. I'm not using this at the moment because I'm doing quite small pieces, and also I've got to be careful of where I poke this. I can use it if I go in between the squares. I don't want to hit the wire or the needles will break, so it's far easier on this to use a single needle. Right, so what I do is cut a piece, a little piece like that. It's quite fiddly. Cut a little piece, lay it where I want it to be, so I think maybe I'll put it there, and then make sure that the foam is in the right place underneath. Hold it steady with my finger. This is why I've been stabbing my fingers. So I'm going to put it there. So I'm going to put my fingers there and hold it and just start poking it down. Just like that. I remove my fingers before I stab them. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to poke all over this. Keep adding layers of green. This is the base for where the flowers are going to be. All my felt flowers are going to go on this. There will be some stitching at some point. So this is quite good fun actually. Quite like it. You can pick it up for 10 minutes in between doing something else. You can give it a few stabs. Make sure it's all sticking through to the other side. Some of the fibres will go through to the other side and attach themselves to the strips of felt. It's going to take quite a while to do this, but I'm quite enjoying it. You can use other things as well for felting. I've got some little bits here which are similar to the felt, but I retrieved these out of a rubbish bin at Technical College. I was doing a course there and people were throwing this away, so I fished it out. What I'll do is add little bits of that, again more shades of green in different places, just building up the layers. And this will be my grass where my plants are going to grow out of. I've also got some little bits of wool, also retrieved from the bin at the college. These can be used. I think this was used to make pom-poms, so there's lots of small pieces there. Any small pieces can be added and layered. Right, so it's quite a lot of fun actually to just keep poking away, stabbing it to make the picture. I like this better than painting. I don't like the messiness of painting, so I'm going to make my pictures in this way. There you are then. A bit of a close-up shot there. This is going to be my walled garden. Who knows where it's going to go from here? I've got an idea in my mind where I want things to be, but these things change as you're working on it. So, okay, hope you've enjoyed my little bit of needle felting. Have a go if you fancy doing it. It's very easy. Bye.